morning. Let's come to a comfortable seat. Let's find our way to a comfortable seat, whatever that is. That's full lotus, half lotus, cross legs, and start to like lengthen through your spine. Start to create space in your neck, and then just
What if I lower
roll your shoulders back a few times and just let them settle down, and just allow yourself to come into the space. We've created the space together, and now we're here, and now we need to come to the space in all ways, physically, mentally, and whatever happens during the time that we have together is fine. We're all winging it right now. It's like that song. What song was that? John Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. It's like we're all just, the fact that we made it here this morning really is huge. And if all we did is 3 minutes of breathing together, that it in itself would be huge. So if we get to practice together on this rainy Monday morning, it's a really special thing. And it's very beautiful to see you. And we're in the holiday season, and of course that's going to be different this year to other times. And I think, you know, Catherine and I were just chatting for a few minutes. We talk so much in yoga about acceptance and of letting go, but it really, really is about coming to this place where if we hold on to things that we really truly can't control, the stress levels and anxiety that rise are just too much. So it's like a pressure cooker or an overfilled bottle. We just have to start to let go of some things and control as much as we can in the way that we need to for ourselves and our families. But there's other things that just have to be let go of, and that's okay. And it's all about that adaptability that we've always had, but has never been as important as now. So, hi Mia, that's very, very, very important. So let's just start to rest our hands on our knees. If you need a little extra grounding this morning, just press gently into your thighs. And if you need some energy, some whatever you need receiving, just gently rest your hands on your knees, palms open, facing up. Maybe you need a bit of both. So keep that lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck. Take a deep breath in and exhale with a big sigh. Let's do that again, breathing in through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. One more time. I call this the sigh of relief, breathing in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Staying here with your eyes closed or eyelids lowered. You don't always have to close your eyes if you're not ready. Just gently lower the eyelids just to kind of cut out any outside stimulation for a few moments. And we'll start the class by chanting 3 Ums together. We'll start with a short kirtan. It's not really so much call and response on Zoom. I'll just sing and keep singing, and you can join in when you're ready, or just stay for the vibrational sounds. I sang this the other day. It's to the guru, but for me, this is not a guru, another person. It's to you. It's to the guidance that you have inside of you, and that it's the inner intuition that's there, that we've got to listen to and not ignore so much. It's about honoring the inner guru. Sing with me. Gurudev, Gurudeva. Namo Gurudev. Namo. One more time. Namo Gurudev. Namo. Taking a deep breath in here. Letting it out with a big sigh. And then gently open your eyes. Reach out for your playlist. It's in the WhatsApp group, and I think Mylan actually put it in the Zoom chat. And let's just put that on now. And then just allow your chin to drop to your chest, holding onto the outside of your knee so your spine is really nice and tall and you're supporting it. Just drop your chin to your chest. And then circle your right ear to your right shoulder, and then draw back through center and just move side to side a couple of times, gently releasing and opening up your neck. My neck is always really tight in the morning. And then turn your head so ear is actually, so your face is facing out and your ear is dropping down to your shoulder, and then go to the other side. Nice, just moving gently side to side. And then come back to center, inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, circle them round and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach them forward and up. And then exhale, circle round and down, bringing the right hand just outside of the right hip. Reach the left arm up and over. And come all the way down to your right elbow. But make sure to keep the chest open here. Gazes up. Switching sides. Coming over to the left elbow or straight arm. Right arm reaches up and over. Lovely. Coming back to center, interlacing the hands, the fingers, dropping the head down between the shoulders. Really rounding out the back here. Opening up the shoulders here. Breathing here. And then reach the hands just behind your hips and squeeze the shoulders together, allowing the head to drop back just slightly, opening up the chest here, breathing in and breathing out. Releasing, coming onto your all fours, your tabletop, knees and hands, and then just starting to move here. Starting to move with your hips, shoulders, swaying gently from side to side. Allow your head to move with your body. Start to check in, circling your hips, circling into your shoulders, breathing in and breathing out. And then come to center and coming to a cat-cow, arching and rounding out the back. Just moving up and down. And then walk the hands a little bit further forward and allow the hips to just start to sink down, coming into a soft upward facing dog. And then exhale, pressing back, seat to heels, all the way back into a child's pose. And then continue moving. Bring it forward again, sinking the hips down. So a nice spinal movement, keeping it going back and forward, seat to heels. And then roll through the spine as you come all the way forward, sinking the hips down. And then just stay here for a moment in an upward facing dog. Move the hips side to side. You can look over one shoulder, back to your foot, and then look over the other shoulder. And then come back to center. This time, tuck the toes under. Just press into the feet, lifting the knees off 1 or 2 inches. Pressing through the soles of the feet, the toes. Knees are up just 1 or 2 inches, moving back and forwards. And then slowly start pressing back into a downward dog. And pedal out the legs here. Move the hips from side to side. The legs don't have to straighten. It's just nice to bend and straighten one and then the other. Heels gently come closer to the mat each time. Draw the shoulders away from the neck and the ears. And then step the feet back slightly, press the feet together so toes and heels are together. Lift the heels up really, really high. As you do that, start to tilt the pelvis towards the belly button and then start rolling through the spine very slowly, coming into a plank and then sinking the hips into an upward facing dog. They can hover off the mat this time, looking up, breathing in, and then dropping the chin to the chest and pressing all the way back, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae all the way through the spine. We'll do that one more time, nice and slow, lifting the heels up super high, then tilting the pelvis, rolling through the spinal cord all the way into a plank, and then sinking the hips down, keeping them up just a little bit up off the mat, lifting the head up, opening up the heart center, then dropping chin back to chest, pressing all the way back into your downward dog. As you breathe in, reach the right leg up high behind you, bend the knee, open out the hip, circle the ankle, circle the hip, nice big circles, warming things up, lubricating that ball and socket, breathing as you go. And squaring the hips, stepping the right foot through to land between the hands, bringing the back knee down, hands to hips. Just take a little micro back bend here. Drop the head back. It can stay in line with the cervical spine or drop all the way back. Just breathing and start to pulse gently here through a nice low lunge here. Just gentle pulsing, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, reach the arms forward, scooping up all that energy that you need for this special month that we're in. And then exhale, letting go of the things that you don't need. One more time, reaching forward, scooping it up, enveloping yourself in that energy, and then letting go of what you don't need. Then bringing the hands down either side of that front foot, lengthening the right leg, flexing the foot and folding forward here in a half split. You can micro bend the knee here. Nothing needs to be forced. It's gentle, mindful movement. Folding forward here, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, bend into that front leg and then straighten it. Just bringing some mobility and warmth. So bending and straightening a few times. Breathing. This time bending into that front knee, tucking the back toes under, stepping the right foot back and just walking the dog a little bit here. Bending and straightening. Then inhaling that left leg up high. Lift it up high, bend the knee, open out the hip, circle the ankle one way, circle the ankle the other way. Nice big circles from the hip, one way and the other way. Then square that hip, step that left foot through, bring the back knee down, hands to hips, sink a little lower, and then just take a micro back bend here, sink a little deeper, and just let the head drop back just for a moment, and start to pulse here. Nice pulsing movements in and out of this lunge. And then reach the arms forward, up overhead, and exhale, circle round and down. A nice big movement through the shoulders and arms, reaching them forward and up. And then exhale, circle round and down. Beautiful, bringing the hands either side of the left foot. Lengthen that left leg, flex that left foot, toes towards the crown of the head, folding forward here. Hips are squared. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, bend into that left knee and then straighten. So just gently moving backwards and forwards here a few times. Then bend into that front knee, tuck the back toes under, step that left foot back, and then walk the feet forward, stepping them wide, wider than the mat. Nice and wide, bend the knees. Knees are stacked over ankles. Hands are on knees, and we're just going to do a few spinal rolls here. So Pressing into the knees, roll up halfway, head comes up last, and then exhale, arch, fold forward. Using your hands to support you, using the strength in your legs, folding forward, just rolling up and down a couple of times. Exhaling, nice deep breaths, breath and movement. This time as you exhale, fold it forward, bring the hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet in, about hip distance apart, micro bending the knees if you need to, grasping opposite elbows, just swaying here, allowing the head to hang down, no pressure or weight in the neck, just giving the neck a break for a moment, allowing the blood to flow into the head, side to side. Then releasing the left hand, bending the left knee, bring that right arm up, gaze up at the ceiling, right fingers pointing towards the ceiling, feeling a nice deep stretch in the back of the right leg, and then switching sides, bending the right knee, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, opening out. Beautiful. Exhale, release that hand down, heel toe the feet in, a little bit more, bend the knees and start to roll up very slowly all the way to standing. Roll the shoulders back once, roll the shoulders back twice, inhale the arms up overhead, and then grab the left wrist, pulling over to the right side, planting the feet, pressing the feet down, keeping the chest and gaze open, so gazing up towards the left elbow crease, and then switching sides, grasping onto the right wrist, pulling over to the left side. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, release, coming to stand at the top of your mat, bringing the hands to a prayer in front of your heart center, setting an intention for your practice today. Circling that energy outwards to your friends, your family, your community, and then circling it back to you so that we're all supporting each other. Breathing in. Exhale, arms by your side, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Staying here in your downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Finding a moment to be still here or making any micro adjustments that you need to make for your body, your practice. Gently pressing the ground away from you, gazing through the space in the back of your legs to the back of the room, and nodding your head yes, shaking your head no, and flubbering out the lips. Just gently maybe moving the hips from side to side, keeping that pedaling motion going, seeing how your hands feel in the mat, pressing into the mat, supporting you, feeling the ground beneath your hands, beneath your feet. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, press the palms, rise all the way up, gazing up at the hands. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Staying here in your downward facing dog. Just breathing, settling into the space, starting to engage your Ujjayi breathing, your victorious breath. In and out through the nose. A nice loud breath at the back of your throat, like the wind. Inhaling and exhaling. One more nice deep inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, press the palms, rise all the way up, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Jiva Mukti. Inhale, hook the thumbs and arch back. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, swing the arms, interlace the fingers. As you fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale the hands down, step the right leg back into a low lunge. Exhale, left leg steps back to a downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into a plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, slide forward into a low cobra. Exhale, push back, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward into a low lunge. Exhale, left leg steps forward, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up overhead, hook the thumbs, arch it back. Exhale, swing the arms, fold forward, interlace the fingers, straighten the legs. Inhale the hands down, step the left leg back, low lunge. Exhale, right leg steps back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward to a low cobra. Exhale, push back, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward into a low lunge. Exhale, right leg steps forward, fold forward. Take a moment here, slightly bend the knees, hook the thumbs, reach the arms up, reach back, staying here for a moment, pressing the feet into the mat. Push the hips forward, reach up, arch back, everything all happening at the same time. Breathe in. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Inhale, bend your knees, press your palms, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach up, gaze is up, bend into that front knee. Gaze up, breathe here, inhale. On the exhale, release the hands down either side of the front foot. Step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Reach the arms up, gaze up, bend a little further into that front knee, but don't let the knee go forward past the toes. It should be stacked over the ankle. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, release it down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Just staying here in your downward dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Imagine the front of the chest coming back closer to the front of the thighs, closing that space just a little bit. Breathing here, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Keep the arms circling up and then back as you stand up, Tadasana. Inhale, bend your knees, press your palms, chair pose, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Dropping the shoulders, creating a nice, strong, straight line with both arms, gazes forward. Breathing here. And then reaching back, reversing the warrior. Then bringing the right elbow to the right knee, reaching the left arm forward. This time as we reach back and reverse, we're going to straighten the right leg. So straighten the right leg, reach that right arm back, and then exhale, bend the right knee, bring the right elbow and reach the left arm forward. We'll do that a couple more times. Straighten the right leg, reach the right arm back, reversing the warrior with a straight right leg, and then exhale, bend the right knee, bring the elbow to knee, reach that left arm forward. And exhale, release the hands down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog, stepping the left foot forward, coming into warrior one on the left side. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Inhale, reversing the warrior. Then bringing the left elbow to the left knee, reaching the right arm forward. Then reversing again, but straightening the left leg, reaching back. Then bending that knee, elbow to knee, reaching the right arm forward. Reaching back, straightening the front leg rather. And then exhale, bringing elbow to knee, reaching that right arm forward. And then exhale, release that hand down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Moving with breath and movement, knowing that there's no finished or end point to the asanas. We're moving constantly. And even when it feels like it's speeding up, we still have to maintain control of our breath as we move in and out of these poses and postures. It's this constant flow. Breathing in, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold it forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep the arms moving so they're both coming down behind you. Interlacing the fingers behind you, squeezing the shoulders together, pulling everything back, opening up that heart center, and exhale, fold it forward here. Coming into your devotional warrior, folding forward, right shoulder on the inside of the right knee, head comes closer towards the mat, folding it forward here, breathing here, squeezing the shoulders together, gripping the fingers, heels of the hands moving a bit closer, breathing here, inhaling. Exhale, gently release, bringing the left hand down to the inside of the right foot. Lift that back heel up and open out to the right side. A nice easy twist. Opening out here, breathing here, inhaling. And on the exhale, bringing the right hand to the right hip, just making sure your left shoulder is stacked over your left wrist, coming into a half plank here, stacking your right leg on top of your left leg, or any variation that you like to make. Make sure your hips are up, reaching that right arm up, breathe here. And then gently step the right foot back behind the left leg, coming into a whelping. Push the hips up, reach the right arm up or back, breathing here, inhaling. Exhale, release that right hand down and gently lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot forward, coming into warrior one on the left side. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Breathing here in your warrior two, keeping the arms moving. So they're moving down behind you, interlacing the fingers, squeeze the shoulders together, draw everything back, pulling back, and then exhale as you fold forward here. Left elbow, left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Allow the head, the crown of the head move towards the mat. Bend a little further into that left knee. Breathing here, really squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the fingers. And then exhale, slowly release, bringing the right hand down. Lift the back heel up and open out to the left side. Nice, easy twist, opening out, looking up, breathing here. Then left hand to left hip, stack that left leg on top of the right leg, coming into a side plank. Left arm reaches up, whatever variation you make. Maybe you're staying here, maybe you bend your knee, grab your ankle, breathe here. And then gently step that left foot behind the right leg, pushing the hips up, reaching that left arm back. Breathe here, inhaling. And then exhale, release that left hand down, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal the legs just slightly here. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up. Keep the arms reaching up, circle them back behind you and stand up straight, coming from here into tree. Bringing your left hand to your left hip, really plant that left foot and draw the right knee into the chest, just holding onto that right knee for a moment. Then placing your foot on the inside of the left thigh or on top of the left thigh. Bring your hands into a prayer in front of your heart center. Reach the arms up overhead. And just stay here for a moment, finding your drishti, your focus. Taking a moment to settle things down. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Bringing both hands down, bringing that right foot on top of the left thigh and bending into that left knee and sitting back. Bringing the hands into a prayer in front of that right leg, or if you're doing your arm balances, you can bring your hands down and come into your arm balance. Otherwise, just staying here, really pressing back, breathing here, inhaling. Exhaling, release by coming to stand. Just walk the feet out a little bit, find your base and bring the right hand into the right hip, drawing that left knee in, and then placing the left foot inside of the thigh, opening out that knee, finding your tree here. Hands can come to a prayer in front of your heart center or reaching your arms up overhead. Lowering your eyelids a little, finding a point to focus on, your drishti, breathing into that. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing your arms, bringing your left foot on top of your, not on the knee, just above the knee, on top of your thigh, and then sitting back. Bringing the hands to a prayer, elbows in front of the shin, and just sitting back into it. Breathing here, keeping your drishti, your focus, folding a little bit further forward if you can. Breathing here, inhaling, exhaling, releasing, coming to stand, just shake everything out. And then go through your Utkatasana, bend your knees, press your palms, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one, press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. And inhale, start straightening that front leg, moving into Trikonasana. Walk the back foot in a little bit to shorten the stance if that's more comfortable. And as your left hip moves back, your torso and your right arm starts to reach forward and then folding. Top of the right hand pressing to the inside of the right ankle or hooking the big toe with the peace fingers. Left arm reaches up, gazes up, breathe here. Drawing that left hip back, drawing that left shoulder back, gazes up, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving from here into your half moon. So bringing the gaze down, bending slightly into that right knee. Right hand comes in front of the right foot. Lift that left leg up off the mat, stacking that left hip open, reaching that left arm up, keeping your gaze down or up. There's so many different ways to do this, and it's finding the way that works for you today. So maybe you need to micro bend your right knee or keep it straight, lifting that right hand up off the mat. Wherever you are, finding different ways, trying something new, breathing here, inhaling, exhaling, releasing that left hand down, squaring the hips and stepping the left foot back halfway down the mat, coming into a pyramid. So setting up, squaring the hips, inhaling and lengthening the spine and neck, and then exhaling as you fold forward. Hands can be pressed into the mat, fingertips. You may need to move your back foot out a little bit just to stabilize you, folding forward a little bit more, breathing here. And then moving your left hand to the outside of your right foot, You might need to keep it on the inside, that's fine. We're revolving our triangle, so lifting that right arm up, opening out to the right side, keeping our hips squared as much as we can, reaching up, breathing here, inhaling, exhaling, releasing that right hand down, stepping it back, going through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, warrior one. Virabhadrasana, press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two and start straightening that left leg. Walk the back foot in and finding your Trikonasana on the left side. Nice straight arms, wide open, gazes up, breathing here. Lovely. Hands, your hand placement can be different. You can be grasping hold of your ankle, the top of your hand pressing into your ankle, reaching up, then bringing the gaze down and finding your way from here into half moon. Bending into that left knee, left hand comes in front of the left foot, lifting that right leg up, opening out. The hip stacks on top of the left hip. Staying here, maybe trying to lift that balancing hand up off the mat. Finding where your gaze works best for you. Is it down to the floor? Is it up to the ceiling? Breathing here. And then exhale, start to release that right hand down. Step the right foot back halfway into your pyramid. So squaring the hips, taking a lovely deep breath in as you lengthen, and then exhale as you fold. Just allowing the head to hang here, taking nice deep breaths. And then adjusting your back foot, bringing your right hand to the outside of your left foot, to the outside blade edge, holding the ankle or pressing it into the mat on the inside of the foot, lifting up that left arm behind you. Gazes up, breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. One more deep breath in. Exhale, releasing that hand down, stepping it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths here, making the adjustments you need to make. Pedaling the legs, swaying the hips. And then on the next inhale, stepping that right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to a warrior two. Keep that left arm moving as you bring it down across the front of your body in a circle, and then bringing it up to the front, coming into a high lunge. Lifting the back heel, reaching the arms up, sinking lower into this lunge. Breathing here, opening out the arms, bending at the elbows, goddess arms, opening up that heart center. Breathing here, inhaling. Exhaling, releasing the hands to the hip. Bring that back knee down safely, and then reach that left arm up and twist around to the right side. Pressing the hands into a prayer. Tucking the back toes under and straightening that back leg, or keeping the knee down if you need to. Any variation of your arms, you can keep them here into a prayer. Prayer is great because you can keep pressing the left and right side energies into the center, and then draw your heart center around. Keep twisting your torso. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale here. Exhale, releasing the hands to the inside of the right foot. Bring the back heel down, the left heel, and start moving the hands down the long line of the mat to a central forward fold. So turning your heels out, toes in. Just take a breath here as you lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold forward here. Walking the hands back so they're in line with the feet. You can move your hips a little bit side to side. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep walking your hands to the back of the mat. Turn the left foot so toes are pointing out. And then find your way into a warrior one on the left side, facing the back of your mat. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that back arm moving in a circle. It comes down and across the front of your body and then back up, reaching into a high lunge, facing the back of your mat. Lift that back heel up, reach the arms up, sink a little bit lower into your lunge, and then bend at the elbows, open out squeeze the shoulders together, open out the chest here, breathing here, and hands to hips, bringing that back knee down, reaching the right arm up, twisting around to the left side, tucking the toes under, hands press into a prayer, tuck the toes under, breathing here, looking up, inhaling, and exhaling. And then releasing the hands to the inside of the left foot. Bring the right heel down and walk the hands back to center to the long line of the mat. Keeping the feet out, toes out, heels in this time. Just move gently through a Skandasana. Moving gently side to side here. Keeping the hands down. If you want to lift the hands up and away from the mat, bring them to a prayer, but keep the hips low as you move side to side. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. And gently move to the top of the mat, turning the right foot, walking the hands to the inside of the right foot and come into a lizard from here. You can pulse through your back foot. You can bend your knee down into the mat, coming down to elbows and forearms, and just gently swaying the hips from side to side here. Nice, gentle, swaying motions. And then bringing the right hand to the inside of the right knee. And just gently pressing the knee away from you. Staying here or reaching back, bending your back knee to grab your back foot. And just feeling that there for a moment, breathing, inhaling, and exhaling, releasing that right hand to the inside of the right foot, tucking the back toes under and walking your hands back through the center line down the long line of the mat and coming to a lizard on your left side. Sinking low, bringing the back knee down, coming down to elbows and forearms, and just moving gently side to side here. Moving the hips. And bringing your left hand to the inside of the left knee. Pushing the knee open and away from you. And then reaching back, bending the back knee, grabbing the back foot, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. And releasing the left hand to the inside of the left foot, tucking the back toes under. Coming back to the center line, walking your hands to the center. This time we're coming into a yogi squat from here. Got nice wide hips. So you're going to heel toe your feet in. And then just start to find your way. So moving gently here, moving side to side. Sitting in a nice low squat here. Bringing your right shoulder and elbow to the inside of your right knee. And then reaching out and then lifting your left arm up, opening out to the left side. Staying here, arms nice and wide or binding. Gazes up, breathing here. Exhale, releasing the left arm to the inside of the left knee, reaching that right arm up and open. Keep that breath going, bringing that calming quality. And then come to center, bringing the hands to a prayer. Elbows are on the inside of the knees, pressing the knees open as the knees squeeze in. Lengthen the spine here, sitting tall. Bringing the gaze up and then gently closing your eyes or lowering your eyelids, bringing the focus to your third eye on the inside of your forehead. And just staying here for a moment. If it's too deep, just come up a little bit. And just keep that spine lengthened, breathing here. Staying here in your Malasana. If you want to come into Bakasana, this is the time. Otherwise, just staying here in your squat. If you want to practice Bakasana, Maybe you're fully there, or you just want to try lifting one foot or the other, just making sure that your hands and wrists are stacked below your shoulders, and then bringing your knees to the back of your triceps. And maybe you're just lifting one toe or the other, just finding that balance, that tipping point. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. And then finding your way back through a chaturanga. So stepping or jumping your feet back into a plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale as you come into an upward facing dog. Exhale as you push back into a downward facing dog. Lifting that right leg up high behind you, bending the knee and coming through into a pigeon. Before folding, just making sure that your hips are squared, your back leg is straight out behind you, and really lengthen the spine here. Breathe in and then fold forward. Reaching your arms forward, resting your forehead down on the mat. Maybe massaging your forehead by gently moving your head side to side. Just allowing your muscles to melt. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. On the next inhale, start to walk the hands back towards the hips. Keeping your right leg where it is, bring your back leg all the way around for a seated spinal twist. Tucking your right foot in a little bit. Left hand behind you, right hand reaches up. Then twisting it around to the left side. Pressing your elbow into your thigh to lengthen as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist it a little bit further. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling that lovely smooth quality of the breath, flowing easily. And then exhale, release, de-twist, come to the other side. And then coming into double pigeon from here. So opening out that right leg, keeping the right knee bent, but making sure your shin is in line with the top line of the mat, and then stacking the left leg on top of the right leg, but glancing down and making sure that you have a triangle shape here. We're not crossing our legs. And your ankle is on top of your knee and your knee is over your ankle, moving the flesh out from under the seat and just sitting nice and tall here. It's really nice to actually kind of almost lean back a little bit first, like squeeze the shoulders together, lengthen the spine, and just look up and back just slightly, breathing here, and then staying here or walking the hands in front of the legs and seeing where that takes you. You can also stay there and really focus on lengthening the spine from here, or just start to walk the hands forward. This is more of an anatomical thing than a thing that you can get deeply into through practice. I really think that, it's not to do with natural flexibility or worked on. It's really the way our hips are anatomically and how this is for you. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. And walking the hands back towards the hips. We're going to place our left leg down and come into a pigeon from here on the left side. So left leg's come down, right leg reaches back behind you. Setting up your hips here. Breathing in, and then exhale. Walking forward, coming down, resting the forehead down. Taking your moment here. Coming back to your breath if things are wandering. And not judging if your mind is racing or wandering, just reeling it back in. Gently, like you would a small child, just drawing it back in. And then releasing, lengthening the spine, walking the hands back towards the hips, bringing the right leg around for your seated spinal twist. Right hand comes behind you, left arm reaches up, twists around to the right, keeping that lengthening on the inhale and that twisting on the exhale. Breathing as we go. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice smooth quality. And then de-twist, coming around to the other side. And then coming into our double pigeon here, arranging our legs so that our shins are in line with the top line of the mat. Stacking your right leg on top of your left leg here. And bringing the hands just behind the seat here. Lengthening here, breathing. Staying here or beginning to walk the hands in front of the legs. And walking them forward, coming down to elbows or just hands. Just taking a moment here. And then walking the hands back towards the hips. Tucking the legs under and finding your way into a plank. However that is, you can go through a vinyasa here or just step back into a plank. Just hold your plank for a moment. Find your strength and power here. Drop the seat down, protract the shoulders stacked over wrists, creating this really strong straight line here. Take a deep, deep breath in and then lower down with control. Count to 3. Count yourself down for 3, coming all the way down to the belly. Beautiful. Coming from here into Shalabhasana, engaging your legs, reaching your arms back, all forward in front of you, and then lifting everything up. Keep lifting everything up on the inhale. Beautiful. Lifting up even more. Beautiful. And then exhale, lower everything down. Lay one side of the head down, moving the hips gently from side to side. And reaching the hands behind you, squeezing the fingers together, squeezing the shoulders together, and then lifting everything up again. Really squeezing those hands, drawing the shoulders together, gaze is central, lifting up on the inhale, up even a little bit more. Beautiful. And then exhale, lower down, bringing the other side of your head down, allowing your neck a little stretch, moving the hips from side to side. Or windscreen wipering, I think that's it. Windscreen wiper the legs. Lovely. And then come to laying on your backs. We'll go through 3 back bends, starting with a bridge. If you want to go straight into your back bends, that's fine. It's really nice to start. I like to start with a bridge. And then bending the knees, soles of the feet close to the seat. Just graze the back of the heels with your fingertips. And then begin to tilt your pelvis towards your belly and press your feet into the ground as you lift your hips up. Very nice. Keep it up there for 5 breaths. And then when you're ready, lower down just for 1 round of breath. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. And then come up onto your second back bend, if that's bridge or a wheel, instead of for 5 breaths. Nice, Mia. Just try to straighten your arms a little bit more. Maybe walk your hands in a tiny bit. Nice, Rhonda, beautiful. And when you're ready, come down, tucking chin to chest. 1 inhale, 1 exhale here. And then if you're ready, coming up into your third one. Last back bend. Nice. And then releasing down, drawing the knees into your chest. Giving yourself a hug. Giving yourself a good tight squeezing hug. Moving from side to side. And then really gripping onto the knees as you rock back and forwards, finding your way to one of my favorite poses of all, seated forward fold. Lengthen the legs out in front of you, flex the feet, sweep the arms up over your head and reach your arms up, flex your feet, bring strength into your legs, breathing in, and then exhale, begin to fold forward here. Moving slowly into this. There's no rush, there's no force. Grasping ankles or shins, peace fingers can wrap around big toes. And then just gently creating a little bit of pressure as you fold a little bit further forward. The head can start to move down towards the knees, the shins, wherever you are. And just taking nice deep breaths here, even if your stomach is compressed in your chest, just keep that smooth quality of the breath moving through you. Releasing your neck, breathing here. And then start to release out of it. Start to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. A good way to do that is by reaching your arms forward as you lower back. The back comes down vertebrae by vertebrae with control until you're laying all the way down, coming into shoulder stand, lifting the legs up high over your head. Or if you're not doing shoulder stand today, just lifting the legs up. Finding a nice, everyone's there, just keeping your gaze up towards your toes. When you're ready, allowing your legs to fold over your head, interlacing your fingers, pressing your hands into the mat, squeezing your shoulders together. Feeling that compression in the front side of the body, but opening up the neck, the shoulders, and then staying here in Halasana, or bending your knees either side of your ears. And start to release your hands, pressing your full palm into the mat as you roll out with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing the lower back down and then bringing your legs down, all the way down with control. And then finding your way into Matsyasana, fish pose, bending your elbows, pressing forearms and hands into the mat, opening up that chest, breathing in through the nose and releasing through the mouth. You can even stick your tongue out as you breathe out, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling it out. Beautiful. Start to release out of your fish pose. Any last supine twist you want to do, or happy baby. You can draw your one knee into your chest and cross over to the other side, or just grabbing both knees and just holding them there for a moment. When you're in your supine twist, looking over opposite shoulder. And then coming to center, finding your way to your Shavasana. Allowing the feet to fall open, palms facing the ceiling, eyes gently closed. Allowing the breath to become a bit more shallow here. We went a little bit later, so we'll have a shorter Shavasana today. Breathing in as you reach your arms up and over your head. Taking a lovely deep breath in. Exhaling with a sigh. Drawing your knees into your chest. Rolling over to one side. Staying down in your Shavasana if you need, or finding your way to a comfortable seated position. We'll close this sacred practice today by singing Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that freedom and happiness of all. Because if we are not all free, then none of us truly are. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your hands to a prayer in front of your heart center, bowing your head to your hands, and knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of you. Namaste.